Hello, I have another hairstyle for you today. And this one, really, okay, it might not be a hairstyle, but it's the braid that I start here. And I have a secret little way of making it really teeny here and to come in big rather than having it be so bulky here. And so I'm just going to kind of show you how we'll do that. And then I'll show you what I do with it usually as well. And hopefully this helps you. So I'm going to start by making a really distinct part here. And wherever your part is, that's fantastic. Ow, I just pulled my hair because there's a little poof in there, which is always a bonus unless you are combing out your hair, then it kind of hurts. And then I am going to find how wide I want it on my head, and I usually just do it about right here, and it lines up with my ear. And I just kept that the whole time, so it's something similar. And then I get rid of all the rest of my hair into a ponytail. And you want to be sure that when you're doing this ponytail, you get it to where the part's at, because otherwise little hairs will sneak into that braid and it's not as perfect as it could be. And then just whatever you have to do to get rid of that chunk of hair. So even when I'm doing tutorials, I don't want it to look flat, so there we go. Alright, now what you're going to do, you're going to take one very small chunk and split it into three very small chunks. Now you have to be kind of good at keeping hair separated, and I'm trying to keep this in the thing, so the camera, so that you can see it. And then you just start your braid. But what you're going to do is, rather than taking that whole chunk that you're supposed to, just take a little chunk on the outside so it's really teeny, and you've got to flatten it really good every time. And then a teeny chunk from the outside of that, and a teeny chunk from the outside. And then as you go, take bigger chunks, because you want it to like show that it's getting thicker, right? But at this beginning, you'll have this really fine braid. But start taking bigger chunks, otherwise you're just gonna have this funny teeny braid the whole time. And pull it really tight every time. And then you don't have to worry about it falling out. And try to stay in line with the back, the part, rather than the front of your head, because the part is much more straight than the front of your head. And I have crazy calyx, so that wouldn't work anyway. And then just keep going and pull really tight. And see how that's teeny at the beginning? I mean, there is less hair, so it would be that way anyway. But with taking just a teeny piece from the front and the back on those first few pieces makes it look so much more perfect and precise. And you've got that awesome braid. Now usually I cover up my ears, but on this one sometimes I make an exception because it's so cute. And then I'm going to braid it out completely. Oh, I look weird because it's so flat, but I promise this will get better. Alright. Braid it as far as you can. If you have layers, those will start popping out. Just braid it as far as you can. Alright, that's about as far as we can go right now. So, and don't worry about these little pieces, we'll fix those, it's just the process. Alright, now before you all think I look crazy bald, I'm going to pull this hair out. And first of all, that is just cute on its own. You could just curl your hair, even leave it wacko, like I just woke up out of bed and it looked like this. And just kind of have this cute braid in the front, like this teeny precise braid. But what I usually do, now of course I couldn't go on without poofing my braid, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pull it. Now it's not going to be like a big poofy braid like my other ones, but I just like that look so much of not that stuck to my head braid look. I mean, sometimes I do, but not in this one. And then when you get down to this braid, really kind of pull that out and make it nice and thick. It's super cute. And if you have layers popping out, that's okay. I do. Alright, that's cute. Now, then I have my part kind of going crazy over here, but we're gonna just do a little bit of poof, as much as you want, and I just rub it there and spray. And it's really important to kind of let that dry before you put it back over to where it goes, because then it'll dry poofed that way, so when it falls there's nice volume there. Whereas if you spray it and then just let it fall, then it'll dry that way. And so I always let it sit over here until it's actually dry. And then I'll let it come back over, and as you see, it dried that way, so there's nice volume there. And then I just kind of smooth it over with my comb, and then I push it up and spray. And then it gives me nice volume. I'll do the same thing on this other side, and then around the back. Just wherever you feel like you need a little volume, or if you don't feel like you want the volume, that's okay too. Sorry about my voice and my sickness. Let that dry. Bring it over. And kind of poof. That is so cute. And then just smooth it around the back. Now I'm doing this with no mirror to look at the back, so I'm just trusting that hopefully I've done this enough that it works. Okay, now, two things. Sometimes, sorry, battery, I will just put it in an updo, which is way cute. And you can do whatever you want with this updo. I usually just do like a quick pull through and then pull this hair up, because we poofed that already, so it's already got that poof, you just gotta make it known. And then I will just pull this braid and bobby pin it right to where I want it. And then you have a way cute hairstyle. With just that extra braid, it helps so much. But my favorite thing to do with this is I will simply bobby pin it in like a half updo. And you'll just do those bobby pins straight across. I look kind of like I'm from Lord of the Rings. My ears out like that, but. And you'll just do this all the way. And as poofy or as not poofy as you want it to be. Now on this other side, since there's no braid, you kind of have to make this known as a half updo, and just, really the bobby pins will do it for me. If you get good bobby pins, they'll hold it where you want it. And I kind of like that loose look. Sometimes I like it less loose. It just depends on what you want. And then bobby pin it and pull that where you want it to go. And then this is the fun part that people are like, how do you do that? And you just pull and loop it into the braid and pin it. Now you have this craziness going on, and really either you can just blend that in. Usually I'll put like a flower or a bow or something, and then you'll want to go through and just make it all look kind of the same. This one's kind of falling out, so I'm going to redo that one. And you've got this super cute, and I would always straighten this or curl it, but you don't have to. And now you've got this very cute half updo. Good luck, and let me know if you need help on that braid. I can do an even better tutorial. Thanks.